much for tuning in to Yes for Delhi. As Delhi is just a few days away from elections, it's important to know what the young minds in the city are thinking. What better place to gauge that feeling than in Hindu College in the North Campus of Delhi University. A wonderful crowd here. A huge round of applause for everyone who's assembled here with us. And they are going to be asking specific questions of their leaders. What are the promises that are being made to them?
That's right, and what we're discussing here on this episode of Yes for Delhi is whether it's going to be a clash of personalities that's going to clinch the deciding vote in Delhi, or is it going to be issues? Because the fact is, it has really turned into a bit of a personality contest. Is it Modi versus the muffler man versus perhaps Ajay Makan, or is it going to be issues that are going to decide the vote? And if so, then what are the issues that matter most to the young people here?
मुझे विश्वास है कि दिल्ली जनता के आशीर्वाद के द्वारा भारतीय जनता पार्टी के नेतृत्व में एक मजबूत स्थिर सरकार बनेगी.
At least that's what the BJP will be hoping for. But it's not that simple. Because in Delhi, the Modi wave has hit a breaker. Arvind Kejriwal. And just as the muffler man versus Modi battle seemed to be peaking, the BJP sprung a surprise, inducting Kiran Bedi into the party and projecting her as the CM candidate.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी के पार्लियामेंट्री बोर्ड ने तय किया है कि आने वाले दिल्ली विधानसभा चुनाव में भारतीय जनता पार्टी श्रीमती किरण बेदी के नेतृत्व में चुनाव लड़ेगी.
It is definitely a master stroke by the BJP.
मैं बहुत आभारी हूँ अपने प्राइम मिनिस्टर साहब का. But are faces enough?
सरकार के रहते हुए
Are issues sidelined?
पिछले कुछ दिनों से बीजेपी घबराई तो ही है.
What actually draws Delhi to voting booths?
I'm not looking for false and mighty promises, but something at the ground level, something which will actually, strike a chord with the janta.
For me, the most important issue would be the local leader or the local governor in my constituency.
Issues which affect the youth will be the most important and will determine which party wins or loses this election.
For me, it's very important to have a secular party in the country.
I don't care as much about governance as much as anti-corruption.
You can't really talk about good governance without removing corruption, and you can't talk about removing corruption without governing well.
Personal charisma, a fiery speech may draw crowds to rallies and grab eyeballs, but are political parties making the cardinal error this time around of ignoring bread and butter issues?
Joining us on the debate today, national spokesperson of the BJP, GVL Narasimha Rao, who will be talking to us about some of the specific poll promises that his party is making to the young people of this city. Young leader from the Congress, Aman Pawar, also joins us and will tell us what his party can do to really resuscitate its fortunes in the city of Delhi.
From Aam Aadmi Party, we have Ashish Khaitan, former journalist and a very vocal proponent of the new brand of politics that the Aam Aadmi Party promises the people of the city. And we have Rashid Kidwai, senior journalist, who of course is going to be a neutral voice, evaluating all of the promises that are made and really calling the bluff of any party which tries to overpromise and under-deliver. Let's start out the debate by asking the Aam Aadmi Party, why do you think the Aam Aadmi Party is going to be able to stop that wave in Delhi, and why specifically do you think the youth of the city should vote for you, Ashish?
Because the Aam Aadmi Party is the only party in the country right now which actually is not in power play and has come into politics to begin with to fix the system. We are doing clean politics. Our politics is funded by clean money. We have a leader in Arvind Kejriwal who has a vision for Delhi. Over the last 3-4 years, he has been crusading against corruption in India. Nobody was ready to speak up
well, actually,
about
all
the
of those
black
plans
money.
have also been
It was
taken up
Arvind
by
Kejriwal.
the BJP. So you have the Robert Vadra plank, you have the Anna movement participants, you've got Kiran Bedi now in the BJP's side as well. Opening comments from GVL Narasimha Rao. Why would the youth vote for you?
No, as far as making allegations is concerned, I think I concede a lot of ground to the Aam Aadmi Party. They are an always alleging party, always agitating party. They have done that agitational politics, all right. But as far as delivery is concerned, I think they have a lot of promises to make and hardly any delivery on the ground. They are perpetually in a negative mode. They simply don't want to fix things. They want to question everybody. They don't know
But
how
GVL
to work
Narasimha Rao,
with the
also
system.
the feeling with the BJP is that it's a one-size-fits-all sort of a policy that you have, that, you know, we have that same slogan of good governance, sabka saath, sabka vikas. It worked for us in Lok Sabha, then assembly elections. Don't you want to focus specifically on the city?
You see, the promise of good governance, whether it is for Delhi, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, any other state, it remains the same. And Delhi is no exception. Good governance is not one formula that fits everywhere. Good governance is what is required for this country to really develop and progress. And we have demonstrated throughout the country in the last 7 months, Prime Minister,
How?
the manner in which he has...
It's also very vague.
Let me give you a couple of examples. The economy, the manner in which the economic cycle had turned. Now we have a very low inflation, we have a reasonable growth, and the economy is in a take-off phase. So today he has turned the economy around. And secondly, the image of India all over the world today is not what it was
Straight off
7
the
months
bat,
ago.
I think we've got a couple of people who are not convinced.
Good governance is what all the country needs. We don't need to have a different set of plans for all the states. First point with which I disagree. And second, you said good governance is what we need. Do you think that ordinance is the means by which you can bring in good governance?
I think ordinances is also a way of making laws, and ordinances is also an instrument available to the government, and all governments have used it. It's not, this government is no exception. And good governance, my friend, I think you don't seem to understand what is good governance. Good governance does not mean that every state does not have a separate plans of governance. Every state that is ruled by BJP has its own demands, has its own requirements.
Yes, let's get some specifics from you. What is the BJP promising the youth of Delhi? Tell us some of the top 2 or 3 specifics that you are promising
No,
them.
the final thing, you have to wait for the manifesto.
How long do we have to wait?
Let me
Over the last
finish.
3 months,
we want
have been carrying out
to
this
create
initiative called
employment,
Delhi
and
Dialogue,
Delhi government
where
cannot
we have
create
been engaging
employment.
with the youth of
All
Delhi,
that Delhi government can
understanding
do
their concerns,
is to
their
give
problems,
subsidies.
and finding
The
solutions
Delhi
from the
government
common
cannot
man.
create
This
employment.
is the difference. For them,
How will you
manifesto
create
is a
employment? Tell me.
one-off
It's
party
the economy
event.
on the
It's a photo
national
op for
level
them.
that has
For
to
us,
rebound.
manifesto is
That
a
is what the
definitive
central
model of
government is
governance.
doing.
And
They
they
know
are
how
to
to
allege
allege.
for Aam
Admi Party.
You have created a lot
Okay,
of
let's
problems.
allow Mr. Rashid Kidwai to respond, please.
Solution of
Yeah.
all problems is Mr. Arvind Kejriwal. For the BJP, it's the solution is Mr. Narendra Modi or Kiran Bedi, now that she has entered. So it's a whole personality clash. They're trying to hoodwink people of Delhi. There are big issues that are there about sanitation, about security of women, about all the problems of Jhuggi Jhopri and all. There's one party, AAP, which is making just too many promises. The other party is just focusing on cutting down of subsidy and, reinforcing a new
No, and
economic
answer by
policy.
GVL Narasimha Rao, it's such a personality cult in the BJP that you think it's enough to have one rally by the Prime Minister where, plenty of promises, for example, the full statehood to Delhi, 30% cut in the power tariff, those weren't even addressed by the Prime Minister. Aren't you taking people of the city a bit for granted?
He was chief minister of a state for 12 years, and for all 12 years, he was rated as the best chief minister by people of India, not just by people of Gujarat.
Vote for him.
And this is the record. This is a record, and nobody has ever broken. Mr. Modi as the best
Okay,
chief minister.
we have some students who want to respond to that.
And MCD has become a den of corruption under BJP.
Yeah.
We have won twice.
Undeniably.
What are you talking?
Nobody can deny
I don't know
that
your facts.
BJP has
We
made
have won
MCD a den
MCD
of
twice.
corruption.
We have won MCD
7
twice.
years, 8
this
years
is
you have
your
been ruling
allegation.
MCD.
You know nothing
Like
but
recently,
allegations.
Delhi
you
High
don't know
Court
how
Let's
to
stop the
answer
counter
against
allegations and take some
delivery.
student voices, please.
You know nothing about delivery. You only know how to allege.
मेरा पहला प्रश्न है कि हमें 15 लाख में से अभी 1 भी रुपए नहीं मिले हैं जो आपने इलेक्शन मैनिफेस्टो में जहां पे नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने कैंपेन किया था वहां बोला था। दूसरा यह है कि आप कैसे सेलेक्ट करते हैं कैंडिडेट? किरण बेदी जैसे कैंडिडेट एक दिन में इतनी विचारधारा कैसे बदल जाती है? आत्म परिवर्तन आप तरीका बताइए। ये कैसा होता है? हम लोग को भी ले जाइए वहां पे, एक दिन में बदल कैसे जाता है ये सब कुछ? बताइए कैसे होता है ये सब?
All right, GVL Narasimha Rao.
Yeah, I can answer. I think I can have a one-to-one with them. They all seem to be Aam Admi Party supporters, so I can have a one-to-one with them. Why not? Why have a panel? Why have a panel?
That's unfair.
No. These guys are capable of herding their supporters into all public meetings. We've seen that happen on another channel.
I can assure you,
on another
these
channel,
are
I've
students
seen
of
this.
Hindu. No.
I have told you.
Do you think the question is not valid?
Because they don't reflect the reality on the ground.
Okay,
One
They
second.
don't reflect the
I think
reality.
you should answer the questions rather
I
than
will
bringing
answer.
up-
the mic,
I will
please.
have a one-to-one with you.
Yeah.
Why have all these guys here?
We'll
I
not
can
get
have a
you.
one-to-one with
मेरा एक
you.
प्रश्न और है
Well, GV,
I will
actually
answer
they're
all your
also
questions.
carrying the identity card.
I
Okay,
don't
let's-
see this on the ground.
No, these are genuine, valid students. Let's take their questions, please.
Haryana does not support the Aam Aadmi Party, and Centre also does not support to Aam Aadmi Party. What Aam Aadmi Party will do? Will it again go on the streets? Will again Arvind Kejriwal will sit on protest, or what will be the next steps?
So it's a very good question. Look, we are not promising to deposit 15 lakh rupees in everyone's account. What we are promising, the annual budget of education of Delhi government is 2,500 crores. The annual budget on health of Delhi government is 4,000 crores. We believe that half of this money gets wasted, goes into a deep black hole because of corruption. 2,500 crore rupees, where does it go? This is planned expenditure, which means new schools should be set up, toilets should be set up, infrastructure should be improved, computers should be installed, internet connectivity should be given. You'll be surprised to know there are schools in Delhi where there is one toilet for 1,600 girl students.
But why
There
did
is
they
one
run away?
toilet
Why
for
did they run away
700
from
students.
governance?
On
Why did
average,
they
there is
run
one
away?
toilet. Let me
They
speak.
had an opportunity
On
to do
average,
all
there is
that
one
they promised
toilet
today.
for 200
They
students.
didn't know how to do it.
Let me speak,
They
please.
didn't know how
Why
to
are you
do
so
it.
worried? We want what is our model governance? We will ensure that if 2,500 crore rupees are
Well, you know,
slotted
Ashish,
for
Ashish,
health,
the-
for
you know,
health
Ashish,
sector,
the question
every
was-
penny should be spent
Ashish,
honestly.
but you know, the question
if
was
4,000 crore
something
rupees
we
is a planned
started with.
expenditure on
This-
health.
the student's
Every
question
penny
was,
should
how
be
do we
spent
know?
honestly.
Yeah,
This
he
is
was,
not a
no,
standard
that wasn't the
debate.
question.
And how can the center not cooperate?
No, but that's
we have a
you know, Ashish,
constitutional
that the
structure
question
in
from the
India.
student was, what will your leader do
Can the
again?
center
Will he
refuse to
start
allot
going and sitting
Delhi
on
its
dharnas?
due share of
That
revenues
was the question.
from the
Aman,
central
Aman
plan?
Pawar wants to get in. Yes, Aman, what's your point?
Yeah, Aman.
Cannot be
attempt
so.
here to make this election a personality cult, but it is a known fact that no election is not a non-issue election. Every election is faced and is fought on certain issues. Personality and the faces do have importance, but they are always secondary. The Aam Aadmi Party got a chance to face these issues, to deal with these issues, all the issues that they are raising today. They were there in government for 49 days. Their chief minister candidate resigned in the ambition of becoming the prime minister,
Aman
went to
Pawar, since
Varanasi
we're
to
talking about
contest.
personalities, and yes,
And
the BJP and the
he
Aam
had
Aadmi
the
Party have strong
opportunity, he had the
personalities.
opportunity.
Where
All
is
the
your
issues
youth
that we are
icon?
raising today,
Why
which
isn't
they had
Rahul
the
Gandhi at the
opportunity to
forefront
deal
of the
with this.
Congress's campaign?
They had the opportunity
Tell me
to
one
deal with
politician who had to
all
resign
these issues.
from the post of chief minister to
And-
become PM.
and today-
Did Modi
today-
resign
today-
from the post of CM to become PM?
No, running
you did
away
that.
from
You don't
the
have to
Aam Aadmi
resign.
Party.
Aman
Otherwise,
Pawar,
you
That's a
leader.
false propaganda.
Running away
That's
from
a
the
false
Aam
propaganda.
Party.
You have
Congress and
apologized for
BJP.
resigning.
Aman Pawar, you spoke about how the BJP and the AAP are relying only on a personality cult. The valid
Where are the
question that
issues?
will
That's false
arise,
propaganda.
the one youth leader who you
Where's
had
your manifesto
promoted
for
to the
Delhi?
post of vice president of your party, why is he not around? The people of the country, the young people of the country are thinking, here you have a young politician, why is he not at the forefront of your campaign?
The Delhi campaign is not being led by the vice president. It is being led by Mr. Ajay Makan. He's a clean politician.
No, that still doesn't explain the absence of your vice president. He might not be heading the Delhi campaign. He's still the vice president of your party, isn't he?
Because he's not contesting for Delhi. Is Mr. Modi contesting from
Well,
Delhi?
he wasn't.
Is
Why
Mus-
is he
he-
not
they are
going
relying on
door-to-door
Mr. Modi's
constituency to
image.
constituency?
Is he going to contest MLA elections from
Aman,
Delhi?
but he is vice president of the Congress. Congress is in
course he's
doldrum.
backing the organization,
This is a very
working in
good
the
chance to bounce
organization.
back. Why is he not going constituency
Why
to
is he not
constituency?
campaigning
Because-
anymore?
because the
He's a
local
voter
leaders
in Delhi.
will go
He's
constituency
a voter in
constituency.
Delhi.
The
Why is
person
he
who
not
is
doing it?
contesting election should meet the people, or the person who's not contesting election should meet the people. Is Mr. Modi going to be the chief minister of Delhi if the BJP is
Everyone
ready to
knows
answer
this.
that?
Everyone knows
You
this,
know
but
what? Let's go to
it's
the
the duty
students
of
now.
a
I
leader.
want to ask
You did not
the
have a
students
It's
field
here.
your choice whether
Is
you
it
want
going
to
to
be
be
Rahul or not. That's
personalities?
your choice.
Because we are
He doesn't.
genuinely
He
campaigning.
doesn't.
Let the time
We're
come.
going
He
to
will
ask
have
He
the
to
doesn't
students.
impress
One
people.
second. So is it going to be
One has
these
to lead by
personalities
example.
that are going to decide your vote? Or is it the issues that they're promising you that's going to decide your vote? And if it is, what are the issues? We'd like to know.
We want good college education. We need incubators in colleges.
We are the only
BJP,
party
we have promised
which
it.
is promising
We
to
have-
set up a big incubator in Delhi. 30 lakh square feet of land where we'll be setting up an incubator. All you have to do is to go and plug and play. Plug and play.
All right, Rashid Khaitan, you've made your point. I think you've been very vocal.
I think they are good in designing documents.
When we
They are
conducted
good
the
in
youth
making
dialogue.
promises. On delivery, they are complete
Now,
zero.
Party is saying that we'll set up incubators in
All right,
colleges,
all right, fine.
universities,
GVL
and
Narasimha Rao.
incubators.
GVL Narasimha Rao. Yes, your point, please.
All of us in Delhi saw their hoardings that we'll make the entire Delhi Wi-Fi. Is it practically possible to make entire Delhi Wi-Fi?
all of
We are
Delhi-
saying we'll
yes.
make the buses Wi-Fi. We'll make the government markets
how is it
Wi-Fi,
not
the government
practically
hospitals Wi-Fi. You
capitals
take
of
an
all the Delhi
undertaking that within 5 years you can make the entire Delhi Wi-Fi. It is practically they are making unrealistic
in the developed
promises
world,
to the people
all
of
covered
Delhi
by Wi-Fi.
as they did in the last.
All right, so
round.
you think that promises
And
are
at the end,
unrealistic?
they had
Yes,
to
GVL
go to the
Narasimha Rao,
ground.
to
They
do
resigned from
that
government.
what does the BJP have to offer?
Yeah.
No,
Ghar wapsi.
You are opposed to.
Come on, I think you can. Okay,
Yes.
we have offered skill
Abki baar
development to
bachche
all educated and also semi-educated youth. Skill development, making them employable, giving them employable skills, turning the economy and pushing the economic growth. What is the employment situation in the country today? We need 1 crore jobs to be generated every year, 10 million jobs.
But that's
And
the
this
question.
situation
How?
had been under Congress rule.
How?
It didn't
What is your
simply not
roadmap?
work.
But
We
what
are,
are
concrete
the economy
plans
is turning.
You
Why
don't
are you
spell out
talking
this
about
down.
Ghar wapsi?
The
Abki baar
industrial
bachche char.
expansion,
Okay.
the manufacturing
So the
sector,
point
from
the
here
manufacturing
is to
sector
talk
is
about
thriving.
concrete
Your
plan.
leaders are talking
Industrial
about Ghar
talking about
wapsi,
specific
abki baar
roadmap.
bachche char,
It is
Ram
only
Zada and
affecting-
Dash Zada in
it's
Delhi
only
while they are
affecting you.
campaigning.
Let's
We are
stick
not
to the
affected
Delhi
by
debate,
this.
please.
We are
Let's stick to the
focused
Delhi
only on
debate,
governance.
please. We have another question here.
My
Yeah.
question is to the BJP, and so before you raise a finger at me, I have been a BJP supporter and a voter
It's
for the
okay,
party.
I don't need to know this.
So my question is that you had 1 year between 2013 2014, and yet you cannot harness or cultivate a leader for Delhi. Right now you're relying on importing a face in Kiran Bedi, and suddenly your party is portraying her as the woman face of the party, which shows a very wrong message, saying that the party right now was not really caring for women, that you need a woman face and a powerful woman to actually care about women issues. So isn't that sending a very wrong message?
Okay, yes, GVL.
Yeah.
No, I think we are certainly leveraging the popularity of our leadership for garnering support. That's what every party does. That's what Aam Aadmi Party would do. That's what Congress would do. And it is not we are not going into election without an agenda. But we have a leader who has credibility.
Okay, what
and
is
we
the
have
agenda?
delivered. We have delivered what we have done.
See their
And as
plight.
far
I'll tell you.
as one second, let me
was
on talking
criticizing
about
Mr. Modi
was
till
Harshvardhan. Was Harshvardhan not a credible face?
Communal
Is
riot.
Dr. Harshvardhan?
Today they are
Is
projecting
Dr.
her as the
one
chief
second.
minister.
No, but if you had Harshvardhan as a viable face, why did you not keep Dr.
Did we
Harshvardhan?
not beat Aam Aadmi Party?
7 months back,
outsider
this
to
city
make
was
us
plastered with
What
4
an
kinds of
outsider.
hoardings.
We
4
have-
kinds of hoardings.
we are a
बहुत हुई
party.
महंगाई की मार,
We are a
बहुत हुआ
party.
भ्रष्टाचार,
Are you
बहुत हुआ
getting
बलात्कार,
I am
बहुत
saying
हुआ
yes,
पानी
Modi was a
बिजली
part
पानी
of
की
the
हाहाकार,
party.
अब की बार मोदी
I
सरकार.
think
Now
both
they are
you
not
guys are
talking about
scared.
good days.
You
Modi
guys are-
did not say that अच्छे दिन आने वाले हैं. अब ये सिर्फ कह रहे हैं चलो चलो मोदी के साथ. कहाँ चले?
All right. All
Where
right,
do you
all
want to
right.
lead
So
us
that's a good
The whole
point to
nation
take
knows
a
very
very
well.
quick
What
break.
happened to your?
We have-
Is the
What happened to your
BJP
slogan of creating jobs,
short of
containing
issues to
inflation,
woo the people
controlling
of Delhi?
corruption?
Is
Why
the
you are not
Congress
talking
short
about
of
inflation,
cases to
corruption,
woo the people of Delhi?
corruption,
And is
inflation?
the Aam
Why
Aadmi
are you
Party
misleading?
over promising,
Your inflation
which
is
has
down.
already underdelivered? Gentlemen,
क्यों नहीं
we're
कह रहे
heading
कि
into
अच्छे
a very
दिन
quick
आने
break.
वाले हैं?
We're
आप
heading
कहिए
into
अब
a
अच्छे
very
दिन
quick
आने
break.
वाले हैं?
On the other side,
तो
we'll
कहिए
ask
कि
the
अच्छे दिन आ
question,
गए.
where have the
कहिए,
issues
अगर
gone?
हिम्मत है तो कहिए कि
Well,
अच्छे दिन आ गए.
absolutely. When we come back from the
Actually,
short,
के
we
सामने
are
कहिए
going to
कि
take a
अच्छे दिन
short
आ गए.
break. When we come back, we will be talking about where have the issues gone and also whether the BJP can rely on the nation's mood also being the Delhi mood.